Morning. Sorry for the delay. Hi, hello everyone. Sorry for my delay. I am trying to set up my last screen. I just added a new one. So I didn't manage and I decided to just stream like this. Just give me a few moments. Just taking my oils. Done. Ah, morning, morning. Okay. So very excited because I just got my last monitor and I found a new software that is going to help me with copy trading and whatnot, which means I'm not going to have to safeguard constantly my positions in all the other accounts. Okay. With that out the way, let's see what's happening today. Okay, so we don't have any news, but we have the president speaking at 11:15, which means we might have volatility incoming. And looking at this chart, first of all, I'm going to delete this new week opening up because it's insignificant. Yeah, sure thing. What I mean by copy trading software, I have two accounts of my own, and I'm not going to disclose more due to some legal reasons. Not that I'm doing anything illegal. However, I'm not going to. Basically, I'm trading multiple accounts, two of them are mine, and I'm trading. I have CGQ data feed, which allows me to trade on TradingView, but also on MT5. And now I found a new trade copier that is called Auto FX Pro Trade Copier. And I'm using the trial now because I wanted to see if it fulfills my needs, and it does in all the ways. I'm gonna test it out today to see if it really works. And yeah, let me just type it here. Auto FX Pro, I believe. Yes. Go on their website. I don't have any affiliation with them. I just started the trial. So yeah, take it with a grain of salt, basically, what I'm saying right now. And yeah, I can trade MT5 accounts. Therefore, this account as well, without any hassle. Let's see how it's going to work today. I'm going to hide my screen for a second so I can log in. But yeah, I'm happy everything is falling into place. I had a very productive business meeting yesterday. I might take another client. I need to start the process. So everything is working amazingly in my life right now, trading included. This account is at 16,000. The other account is at 12. I have a 3,000 withdrawals from last month. And right now on both accounts, we are 2,000 plus. X2 means 4,000. So right now, with everything I've traded on stream, and I think during 2 days I traded off stream as well, we made 4K in total, which is amazing. And at the end of the month, we're gonna do a stream during a weekend, I believe, if anyone wants to join, and I'm gonna show my statements. Obviously, I'm just gonna hide my name and my address, but I'm gonna show my statements and basically for everyone to see what I'm trading. You're gonna see this account number. Everything is gonna be as it should be because I'm not trading any prop firms. How else would I trade an account live and be profitable on stream? And yeah, I mean, I don't know if there is a possibility for me to lie about this, and if you think something shady is going on and you want more information, I can provide that too. But yeah, I just want to provide transparency at the end of the day. I want to provide transparency because lately I see a lot of traders that they are big figures in the space. They have a lot of viewers and they don't fully disclose everything they're doing. And in my opinion, I believe they're providing some false hope to people about what trading really is and how difficult it is. But yeah, that's a topic for another day. Now, we have a bit of liquidity down here, nothing major. We are above midnight. We are above 8:30. In my opinion, today I believe we're gonna have a very choppy day. Unless, because we are already in a premium, we're at all-time highs. Yesterday we had a big range type of day. And actually, had I been holding my trade at the end of the stream, it would have been profitable. That makes me happy, even though I canceled it. It makes me happy because I can sense the way the market is moving nowadays, which makes me money regardless. But what I'm saying is that we're in a premium right now. So yeah, I'm bullish, but how big this candle can get, we already 0.37, but we need to take into consideration everything that happened in pre-market. And pre-market and post-market yesterday is from 935. So we're gonna open with already 100 points or more gap. So I'm gonna be bullish. If we see a correction, I'm not gonna try to short it unless it's pretty obvious and I have a breaker and a fair value gap. But I would like to see the price come back down and maybe we're gonna revisit the high again. Maybe we're gonna fill this gap. However, I'm not gonna be bearish. I'm bullish. I just don't know how much range we're gonna have to the upside. Therefore, I would like to see a correction first, and then for us to basically attack the previous swing high, which would be formed before the correction, if that makes sense. Yeah, that's about it. Today, it's either gonna be very choppy or we're gonna have some to the moon type of scenario. As you know, if you're watching me for a while, I've been talking about us going to the all-time highs due to Dow. Dow, I still believe, has a lot in store. And if we're gonna go on a bull run, I believe it's just gonna be a setup for a catastrophe in the next few months. By catastrophe, I mean, I don't know, 20-30% correction at least. At least. Yeah, this low for sure. But yeah, that's about it. I'm not gonna start buying pre-market just because it's running, because I'm already very skeptical about the move in itself and the day because it's very bullish. So yeah, let's see how the open is gonna react. Let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, let's wait for the open. Man, I hope this thing really works because I really struggled with my... I had to drill my walls and everything in order to set up another arm. It's insane. Maybe one day I'm gonna show you my setups. Once I'm gonna add some lights, and my girlfriend wants to have some fun in the office. She wants to make it like a studio. She says I'm serious right now because 10 people are watching me. Yeah. ES is at all-time high as well. Not much more to say there. Yeah. Yeah, it's just that type of market environment. If we have an expansion, I don't mind, as long as it's not a choppy one, like we've been having, because this was choppy. Candles overlapping each other, overlapping. But yeah, let's see. Why I'm thinking about also consolidation is the fact that we had here breakaway gap on a daily basis. And this one formed a gap here as well. In order for us to continue higher and continue our run, we would need to come back down in here. Otherwise, we might just reverse. I don't believe, I mean, it's possible for us to have two breakaway gaps, but yeah, it's just the market should not move like crypto. That's what I'm trying to say. We opened. Previous session highs at 950. So maybe we get to see a correction and then switch to bullish. That would be nice. Basically attack all these buyers down here. Today is Wednesday, right? Yes. Let's see. Edge full and some statistics for the day. Don't get FOMO if it starts running, you're gonna be chasing it. Like, we need to wait at least 15 minutes where the highs you cannot buy right now. And as we said, we are bullish for the day. There's no reason to look for shorts. Okay, so on Wednesday, if you have a gap up, 74% chances of that being filled, which is 934. By the way, they are starting. I don't believe we're gonna have that type of day. I think we're gonna fall into this 36 percentile. Amazing. So on Wednesday, for the past 3 months, we had double breaks 70% of the time, which means whatever range we're going to form in the first 15 minutes of trading, we're going to break both of them, the high and the low. So that falls into my narrative of having a small correction, then attacking the high again. So it's good to know. Let's go back to the charts. Kind of like this is what's going through my mind. I look at the charts, I form myself a narrative. By the way, the chart is looking obviously by the way the price has been printed. And then I look at the statistics and I'm trying to basically see if my narrative fits within the data. And it does. Let's see. Difficult not to have FOMO, right? When you see the price running and running. There's nothing we can do. We cannot chase it. At least we know that all pairs are aligned, which means Dow, ES, and Nasdaq are bullish. We've been trading already for 5 minutes. Not much has been happening. This is the first presentation for a value gap. You can short it if it takes this candles low, but you're gonna have to be a bit suicidal. Am I allowed to say things like this on stream? I'm going to watch my language. But yeah. Uh, if you're curious about the opening range breakouts, what I was telling you earlier, I have this indicator from Edgewall, and it's forming in itself. Like I've set it the first 15 minutes from 9:30 to 9:45, and there you have the high and then you have the low. And the statistic says on Wednesdays you take both of them out. Liquidity will be swept on both sides. Interesting. What a run though. Amazing run yesterday. I was buying here and I was like, I mean, I was pretty certain we're gonna attack these highs and the all-time highs, which were 845, but the continuation is insane. Okay, so it took the low. If it comes back down into that first presentation for a value gap, it's good for study if you short it right now. What time it is? It's 9:37. Yeah, you cannot see it on the micros, which discourages me. What a day. Nothing we can do, guys. Fascinating. So Nasdaq is the least bullish of all three pairs. I would like to sit on the sidelines, to be honest. I don't like how we started. A lot of candles overlapping each other. A lot of choppiness in a very small range. Let's go. One advice I can provide right now, don't buy. We are in a premium, we need a correction if you want to go long. At the same time, I'm not really comfortable with shorts if I would enter a short position because it's a bullish day. At least we're gonna have a consolidation day, but that would not be ideal. Okay. Let's see how we're gonna react off of this. We don't really have a fair value gap there. I mean, we have a very tiny one on the mini. On the E-mini, I mean, but not really ideal. Okay, let's try to short this. We're looking for a short-term correction. I have only 2 micros. I don't want much out of this trade. So attacking this relative equal lows is enough for me. As I said, I'm bullish for the day. I'm looking for a short-term correction. If he's gonna give it to us, fine. But I don't believe that should be the case. I believe we should be bullish. So right now we're really trying to fight the market. We have relative equal lows here. But yeah. It's really a bullish market. I'm really happy about my size. What a run from Dow. All the other indices are running. It's an interesting place for a buy. We took the low. Yeah, this small fair value gap here. We took the low, we left relatively equal highs. Everything is bullish. Why not Nasdaq be bullish as well? It's that type of day, honestly, where the longs are in control. And allow the price to stop me out. I'm not gonna try to guess the market, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna turn bullish. Yeah, yeah, yep. 103 and 148. Yeah, I stand by my trade. I had relatively good lows, so. But yeah, as I said, we're bullish for the day. Anticipating if a correction is gonna be due, it's a bit silly. Mhm. I think is let's watch the price and sit on our hands type of day. Yeah, very choppy at the open. There's nothing we can do. It's okay. It's okay. Mm, 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 mm. I'm not gonna be waiting for 11 o'clock for President Trump to speak. Right now, we're having a very choppy day, as I said before, and his speeches usually bring a lot of volatility. And if you're having volatility plus a choppy day, it means we're gonna have a seek and destroy type of day. We attack the highs, we attack the low, but we don't have a trend. I don't believe it's a good day for trading. And I realize it's not a good day for trading considering how much we traded in the pre-market and post-market yesterday. Like, you you're gonna have small differences, small gaps, in order for the price to have some space to run, if that makes sense. But when everything is happening in the pre-market, it's not gonna leave anything for you to trade during New York opening. We have SMT at the highs with ES. These two highs. Ooh. There we go. We are a bit too early, just a tiny bit. Okay, so we took those lows. This is the next target, 984. Very aggressive. Shall we try this short? 84. It's 1 to 2 risk reward. If this doesn't work out, I believe I'm going to be out for the day. I really don't want to fight this market. Because it feels like it. Same profit target. You can even go to 934, but I don't overstay my welcome. If it goes down there, we're out for the day, just $100 profit. That would be amazing for me. Right now we just touched here the 830 open, so Dow is still very bullish. Like, we just took the lows, why not continue higher? Like, we are trading inside a 15-minute fair value gap. We need to take the low of these two candles in order to invalidate this gap. Otherwise, we're just gonna go higher. Yeah, I don't really like the fact that we're having this 15-minute fair value gap here. Let's go, baby, let's go. We have relatively good lows here, therefore I'm inclined to hold the trade. Maybe moving my stop loss would be a smart choice. A lot of people are buying, saying this is support. I'm buying as well, but I'm buying my short. As in yesterday, I think it was better for us to close it here. Very, very, very close to our target. Let's see, we're trading inside this fair value gap here. And we traded inside this inversion 15-minute fair value gap. Yeah, very difficult to hold on to this trade right now. And that was it. 120, small size. We had one loss, one win. Very happy. Even though it tanks right now, I which I don't believe is gonna happen. I'm happy. Very happy. Let's see how further he wants to go. I think gap to fill is a good target to aim, and Asian lows. I just feel it's that kind of day where you don't want to overstay your shorts, and if it happens to really gap down, it's just it's an exception. We have two bullish days, two green days on a daily. I mean, I keep on looking at these relative equal lows from yesterday, but I highly doubt that's gonna happen today. If that's gonna happen, we can come back a bit later and try to short it if we see that the day has range. But yeah, I'm happy with the trade in itself. Like who wants to open? Who wants to wait 10 minutes just to get $30? Like that's insane. And this is what happened to us basically. Well, yeah. Let's see how much speed this one has. Range. It's another fair value gap. Would be interesting for us to have a really red day during which you had an entry, you had time to add, and then you can add for the third time, which means if that happens, if this fair value gap validates, we might have a bit of a range to the downside. That would be interesting. And now I'm gonna look like the biggest wuss for getting out so early. But I believe consistency beats home runs. Like it's a bullish day. I can not even put enough size in trades like this, especially when they're behaving the way they've been behaving. Yeah, we have relative equal lows incoming. Might be one of those days like the trend is there. It's a high resistance liquidity run. Therefore, you need a lot of patience. Mm-mm-mm. Usually, when you have a lot of consolidation before lows or highs, it means that that might be the end of the road in itself, because here you have a lot of piled orders of shorts and longs. So before they deliver, you have all those orders, right? And like positions pending. And you take the low, and now the buyers, they still believe they are in play. The shorts keep on adding. So yeah, it's just not ideal, at least for me. When I'm short, I want to see the market panicking. I want to see the market reaching liquidity fast. That means I'm in a good short position. If it consolidates like this and then takes the low and then another consolidation as it's doing now and then another low, yeah, I will take what I can get and just go home. There is a quote from Vanderbilt family. I think I said it before on stream. Stock market is like a cold shower. Quick you get in, quickly get out. That was today for us. You should not be ashamed of having $100 win. I can just go to dinner and I have an amazing dinner with my girlfriend. And I don't need to worry about payouts. I pay out myself. So yeah, I'm blessed to be in a position where I just have an account and I can withdraw money from it every time I'm winning. And obviously, I'm not withdrawing aggressively in a sense that I'm gonna affect the growth of my account, but good enough for me to pay the bills, go out for dinners, stuff like this. This is what I love to do, man. Like, sometimes I'm having imposter syndrome where I don't believe that I'm doing this for a living and at some point it's gonna end. Sometimes I'm happy, sometimes I'm thinking, I just hope this market is not gonna go away because I'm doing very well. Yeah. I'm in a good position and I'm blessed to be here. And I'm happy I'm having people to whom I can just share my experience, talk. I cannot talk to my girlfriend about what's happening on stream, like what's happening with trading. She doesn't understand. So I need like-minded people in order to relate to. Do you have any questions? I don't believe I'm going to be taking another trade today. Crickets. All I hear is crickets. It's been an hour since we're talking. If you're wondering about targets, I believe the gap to fill is a good target because it has a low here as well, which is 934. If you're still holding to your shorts. And which shorts are still in play somehow. Until we take this high, until we take 24,014, I believe shorts are still dominant. We have also relative equal lows, so maybe they want to attack that before. But we have a speech later from the president. I don't want to be involved in this kind of market. I'm happy with how it went. And nothing else I can say. Unless you have questions. But yeah. I to be honest, what I see happening today, maybe we can gap lower and take Asia. That would be an interesting scenario. But I still believe we're gonna come back up and revisit this area. Maybe even revisit the daily high. If it's gonna happen now in this zone right here, will be a breaker in which, where are my painting tools? So this is a breaker, we come back up, down, you buy here, and then attack the highs. The problem is, because of the speech, we might have a lot of consolidation as we've been having for the lows. So be careful. If you still decide to trade, be careful. And also you can use this fair value gap as an inversion fair value gap, and also another reason to buy. If you see the bodies of the candles stopping inside this inversion fair value gap and just the wicks touching the order block, that's ideal. But yeah, and if you decide to buy here, obviously this swing low should be your stop loss. But before thinking about longs, we need to take this swing high. We need to take 1425. That's it for me. Thank you very much for being here. Loyal as always. I truly appreciate, and I hope you are having an amazing day. Stay safe.